But then he used another word over and over and over and over again. He used the word democracy 31 times in a 20-minute speech. 31 times he kept saying, we are a democracy. We're a democracy. It's a threat to our democracy. It's a threat to a democracy. MAGA Republicans, threat to democracy. And not to be a stick in the mud, but at the same time, we are not a democracy. See, a democracy is no more just and good as fascism is, because it's a whim. It's something that travels in the wind. It can go wherever you want it to go. As long as you've swayed the masses in one direction, that's where democracy goes. Look at our woke culture. If you want an example of pure liquid democracy, then look at our woke culture. The mob can cancel anybody at any time. They can ruin your career, not through legislation. They can ruin your career. They can silence you. They can unperson you on the internet. They can make you disappear. That's democracy. We are not a democracy. But why did he keep going back to, we're a democracy, we're a democracy, this is our democracy, freedom is based in democracy. Freedom is not based in democracy, people. Freedom and liberty is based in laws of the people, written by the people, not democracy. Democracy is the antithesis of liberty. If it's to be pushed around by oligarchs and presidents and administrations based on whatever whim that pendulum wants to swing at. No, we are not a democracy. We are a republic of laws. Now, those people are elected democratically. But our founders were very, very specific that our democracy was to be limited, tempered by a prudent government, a limited and small government. None of these things were extreme. The only reason these things are extreme is if you want to destroy our republic. Now, where do we go? There's no point in arguing with straw men. There is no point in arguing the point. So you have to stand firm on what we actually are. The straw man argument must die. It must go away. It must be discarded. The straw man argument of the domestic terrorist that's the average American, the straw man argument of fascism must go away. Look at the principles of our nation. Don't get sucked into arguing, I'm not a fascist, you're a fascist, blah, 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 blah. Don't get into that. Mark Twain said, never argue with a fool because she'll drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. This is what this administration is hoping for. Drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience on how to be stupid. So no, don't jump up and say, I'm not a fascist, you're a fascist, and you're fascisting as fast as you can fascist all day long. No, you're actually a Marxist. That is what you want. Hold them to that. Because Marxism is something that's tangible, it's spelled out, and it is evident, and there is plenty of evidence over the past 100 years in our nation that those elitists want to drag us into Marxism, not fascism. And the right wing doesn't want to be a fascist any more than the left does, because nobody knows what the hell that is. No, we are Americans. We don't have a dog in any Marxist or fascist fight. We are Americans. We are unique on this planet, and we are better for it. The soul of our nation is that individual responsibility that he wiped his nose with in that speech. No, you are the government. You are her strength. Don't fall for this straw man argument, wasted time, nonsense that just all it does is perpetuate the democracy they want to throw us into in order to collapse our republic. Our republic dies with liquid democracy. Our founders knew that pure democracy was suspect and a fleeting one. But our republic of laws could be a lasting liberty if we could keep it. Let's not fall into the trap of arguing about straw men. Call them out. Call them out on their nonsense. Call them out. Say that's a straw man argument. You're full of garbage. None of that's true. Hell, he can't define fascism any more than anybody else in America can, and I'd be surprised if he can define anything other than ice cream at this point. But our founders knew that democracy is not what our nation was going to be, that we were to be a republic. Ben Franklin said we were a republic if you can keep it.